Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Charade Maniacs. And can I just tell you, it's going to be fun over the next couple of parts. So, it has been several days since I played, which is normal over the weekend, but I didn't record on Thursday because I was like, I'm way ahead, it'll be fine. And then Sunday, yesterday, my mom texts me, I was going to come up this week for a couple of days, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It's nice. I get to see my mom. But I was like, I didn't plan for, oh shit. So I'm not really behind on recording. I'm like way ahead on this one. But I was like, yeah, that's okay. Next week I got plenty of time. I'm going to record today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 2 episodes in today because I haven't eaten all day because I'm starving to death because I worked a lot. I did a lot of work. I had to clean my house. And then I did a lot of work at work. And now it's like, I'm going to record because if I don't, I'm not going to record for over a week. So this is probably the only episode that I'm going to get done today, and then the next one, maybe on Friday, and I'll be like, I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything as it is, but I know we are trying to date Mose, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, I should try and finish what's in front of me, but setting that aside, I'm done with the cleaning. Hey, just because no one's looking, don't get lazy like that. There's no way you can finish in a minute. But it wasn't dirty. Maybe by your standards. Hey, isn't that chair heavy? I'll do it, so move aside. Oh, but I can do this. But if you get hurt, it might negatively impact your performance and dramas. Hey, it's fine to be overprotective, but Bonjo, you're in charge of the bath. Why are you in the living room? I heard voices that the bath can be saved for later. Your excuses are terrible. Say, how about we play a game after cleaning is done? There's a board game I have that needs 4 players. Huh? Didn't you say you have the bouncers play with you? Can't you just do that? So mean! Oh. It's a lot of work to teach it to them, and they also take the same exact actions each time, so it's no fun. Yobu, I think you should mention that only after we're done cleaning here. Aren't we mostly done? It's plenty clean. Okay. Kyobu is me. Like, it's fine. You haven't dusted in how many years? It's fine. Whatever. I'll know if anybody steals anything, because I'll be like, there was something in this pattern of dust. If I dust and someone steals something, how do I fucking know that something's missing? The most people would be like, you wouldn't know if something was missing. No. No. I have so many little knickknacks and things all over the place. I would not know. I'd be like, I feel like something's missing. Are you kidding me? I actually did dust my entire house last week in the middle of long-ass meetings that I'm like, I'm just listening to, so I'm walking around the house dusting. Because, whatever. Downstairs anyway, upstairs is still a dust pile, whatever. So I'm dusting, and you take everything off a shelf, and you dust it, and then you're like, I don't remember how this went back on the shelf. So everything's in different spots now. I don't like that. I put my things in a specific spot. That's how I wanted it. And now I gotta rearrange, and I don't like that. So this is why I don't dust. And again, then I would know if people took stuff. But I'm with Gyobu. It's fine. Whatever. I don't know what his version of fairly clean and mine are. They can be vastly different, but how about thinking about it as getting exercise rather than just cleaning? Well, that makes it less fun. Otherwise, you'll get out of shape. Hey. Blob is a perfectly valid shape, alright? She's being a bitch. You'd feel better about cleaning, and everything will become nicer. What's wrong? You're feeling so depressed that you need to clean to feel better about yourself? Do you bottle things up? Do you bottle up things often? Not really. I get it. There's something bothering you. You said you already got your voice back. Is it some romantic problem? Huh? Why would you come to that conclusion? We got 8 guys here and 1 girl. And one that's still unknown. Wouldn't it just be inevitable? What? I don't have anything of the sort bothering me. Are you sure? You heard her, Tomo. What are you gonna do now? What do you mean by that? Hey, Kyobu, stop teasing them. Both of them are always too serious. That's so cute. Both of you changed expressions so obviously. Don't tease me! Jeez. Punches him in the face. Are you including me when you say we're cute? Huh. I thought you guys were still cleaning, but I guess not. Are you taking a break? Akaze had come downstairs and said that after seeing us. I didn't blame him for thinking that way. Well, we were cleaning up until earlier. You're not taking a break. I guess it would be sensible to assume that we were. It's great you're having fun, but if you have a defined goal, you can be more efficient and you can see your own progress. Goal? Yep, the information gathering team's trying to figure this place out, including communications. Having a single goal will help them work together. That's admirable, but I don't know what to say about the goal of a cleaning team. It doesn't have to be about cleaning. You can just talk about saving points and stuff. Oh, I've actually accumulated lots of points. How? Don't act sus now. Figured you weren't sus. Speaking of which, Akaze, you've gotten so much better at acting. The amount of points you get are always high. See, that seems sus too now. Okay, Kyobu and Haiji are the most fucking sus, but Akaze's not helping his case. I figured some of the shit that comes out of his mouth is sometimes so suspicious, like, let's find the producer, let's work together, let's be friends. That seems pretty fucking suspicious. That it's actually, like, it's so suspicious it's not anymore. But now you're getting lots of points, so, like, have you been here before? Is that what it is? Have you done this before? Are you the locked route? I figured he was the safe bet in that group. I really did. But now, maybe you've been... But he might still be the safe bet in that group. But also was here before. But then why would they let us go down his route early? I feel like... Well, okay. Unless he's character 4, 5, or 6, then maybe we shouldn't... You know what I mean? Whatever. Also, now the first episode has gone up. I think the first 2 have gone up now. That's how far ahead I am. Hi. For now. Holidays are coming, bitch. It's gonna get hard. We're gonna be back to like, guys, I can't handle this come January and whatever. But, and thank you to the people who posted, because quite a few of you basically said that, like, what I suggested seems like, okay, you're okay with that. So I think we'll probably do that then. Honestly, by the time you see this, it'll be too late, but whatever. I'll keep you apprised, future use, or present use now, of what the past use said. But for right now, it seems like everyone's kind of leaning and agreeing that, like, yeah, it seems okay if we do it that way. So I appreciate you guys weighing in. I'll keep it updated in my head, like, seeing if anybody's, like, really opposed to it. But for now, it seems like we'll do the first 3 blind like this, and then we'll do kind of what I suggested when we go back through and we're about ready to start the 4th route. We'll go use the list on Reddit, because each one of those is hidden individually in a spoiler tag, so we don't see a route order. But we can click the first character and go, okay, we haven't done them, let's do that one. You know, and then the second character, oh, we did them, okay, who's the third? And we'll do that. This way we'll kind of fill in the blanks with the, whatever, the first 6, and then we'll do the 7, 8, and 9, you know. I feel like, again, like as somebody pointed out, by that point you'll probably have an idea, but I think I've heard... I think I had an idea a long time ago before we finished our first route, because they're making it a little too obvious. They still throw in, like, everyone's still sus as fuck, don't get me wrong. That's never gonna not be the theme here, but, you know, some people are just more sus than others. And I've always been sus, and I've never stopped being sus. And then you got Akaze, who just kind of fluctuates, where it's like, you're being sus? But I think that's a red herring. So, anyway. While saying that, Akaze flipped his bangle display to show me. I'm currently at 596 points. With some more effort, I might get back soon. See, and like you have a ton of points, and we've got like 3. So I'm just saying. Yeah, you're right. Is there a trick to getting more points? I don't know about that. I think it's affected by whether you have a goal. I'd say being motivated is what's important. See, and be like, he's too... I feel like you're just a goody-goody. That with all these wise ideas to make him look suspicious. So, again, you act really sus with all these things like, hey, here's how you accumulate lots of points, and we should work together. And it's like, sus. But so sus it's not anymore. Game's trying to flag him. I still think he's safe bet. Motivation, huh? Because here's the thing. Gyobu seems extremely suspicious, but doesn't say anything suspicious like Akase says. But, like, Akase is, like, I feel like way less suspicious because it's so overtly out there, like, with the whole, like, let's be friends, let's find the producer, let's work together, let's get a goal, I got points. There's nothing wrong with anything he's saying, but you're like, huh, really, Mr. Producer Man? You know how this game works? Gyobu's over here like, I don't understand anything. And that's more suspicious. He just looks sus, though. And Akase actually should be the producer or the sponsor because he just looks so innocent. But then again, that's exactly why we pegged Haiji. And again, I don't believe that you're really 12 now, man. Gyobu's never motivated, not even with the dramas. Yeah, because nothing's riding on it, really. Ugh. See, he looks so much better in the side-facing sprite. Akase sounded exasperated, and Gyobu responded, seemingly with pain, as he facepalmed. Right. I guess I look like I'm not motivated. Huh? I know. I always look like I take nothing seriously. People often tell me I don't understand other people. I didn't go that far. If only I was more like Kyoya here. He has defined goals and is considerate of others. If only I could urge others the same way. Even if I start working on myself now, no one would ever recognize it. Even though I do think about things a lot. Look, I'm sorry. I went too far. I'm sorry for saying those things despite not being on the same team. I'm also feeling a bit nervous about things, so that just slipped out. I should have said that, and I'm sorry. Are you sure about that? You see, this is like, that would be this feels very manipulative. I think it's just the way I'm reading him too, which doesn't help. But again, it's because he looks like a sus bitch. So, cleaning teams tend to be stuck at the lodging, so you guys might have some pent up stuff compared to the other teams. I should have considered that. I'm glad you understand. Oh yeah, I know a place that's great for relaxing. I'll send you the map. So how about going there later? It'll feel great. Anyway, I gotta go. Sorry. And then he got, again, the 3/4 profile and the side profile sprites are like so much better looking. Leave them that way. I don't know what it is, why they all have like Nicola front-facing sprite issues where you're like, please, side profile. Like, they look so awkward. Actually, Gyobu's kind of fine with his front, but like most of them are just really awkward in the front-facing sprites, and you're like, 3/4. You're like, then they look like, what kind of weird ass phenomenon is that? I mean, it's the Nicola from Pio Fiore front facing sprite phenomenon. I get it, but like, that was like a freak occurrence. You're like, why do you look awkward front facing? But everyone here does. Guys, it's weird. See you later. Well, later. I mean, okay, Futami isn't too bad either. Some of them are okay, but they look better 3/4 side. Let's be real. And then poor Tomose, please don't ever look at me front-facing because your hair is stupid. Poor Tomose. Kyoya seems to be the most simple-minded among the 10 of us here. You're terrible during the dramas, but your acting's oddly convincing at times like this. See? That's why he's sus too! He's like, you're acting sucky, but like this, you can do better. That wasn't an act. How rude. From now on, I'll not trust a single thing Gyobu says. You were trusting anything he said to begin with? That's going a bit too far, Tomose. And that's terrible. Isn't he terrible? I've been putting up with so much stress and doing cleaning that I've never done before. But you're using the bouncer. Can you not lean on her? And no one trusts me every single day. I've been enduring such cold stares. Oh, I know just the thing. Huh? Let's go on a date. Huh? Huh? Gyobu, are you okay? Do you have a fever right now? I don't think she meant to be this way. I don't think she meant it, but like, damn, girl. Could you oh, the burn. Oh, God, the pain. Somebody call an ambulance for this motherfucker. Could you imagine if you're like, we should go on a date. Are you feeling okay? Do you need to go to the doctor? Are you ill? Like, Could you imagine saying that to somebody and getting this response back? Oh, damn. Oh, oh, shit. I hurt for you, Gyobu. I really do. Oh, great. I don't think she meant to throw this sass in his face, but I'm glad she did. Shit. I'm totally healthy, but that's why we should relax outdoors. Kyoya gave me the map data, too. So go alone, then. Hey, if you're jealous, then just say so. I totally understand. It's way too scary to ask your childhood friend for a date. Ugh. But it's crucial to be kind enough to provide some pity. I guess we should just go on a date with all four of us. Let's quit the stupid cleaning. We can do it later. You just don't want to clean. But it might actually be a nice change of pace. If I was too distracted to focus on cleaning, I think I'd do the same thing. I know, right? So let's go. Right now. If even Sana insists, then fine. I guess it's okay once in a while. I'm sorry for being so selfish. Not at all. I was starting to crave some fresh air, too. Alright, it's a double date, then. Who's pairing with who? I'd like to know that. Hey, huh? Hey, no need to look so scary. Stop it, Banjo. The only one that'll get hurt here is you. Is he coming with us? This is where we went with Yoshi that time. Wow, this place is pretty. I didn't know this kind of place existed. It'll be perfect for a date, I think. It's perfect for a change of pace. Gyobu, get away from her. What a surprise this is. Can't believe this is all artificial. The place that Akase told us about was beyond the door of a storage. It's a place that'd be difficult to find. There was a vast grassy plain full of greenery, and we could see 2 moons alongside the sun. Okay. Okay. That was a weird place, and we never would have found it, right? Akase found it. But Iochi knew about it, too. But now it makes sense Iochi would know about it because, investigating this secretly on his own type of a thing. But then that just made me go, is Akase his freaking, like, informant, like the person he's working with then? I thought it was Dazai because in the last part, Dazai was like, oh shit, yeah, I gotta go, peace out. And, like, I think that seems more suspicious than, like, Akase being Iochi's, like, person on the inside, like, partner or whatever on the inside. Because I guess you could say that, like, yes, the information team, one person would have found it and would have been like, oh, hey, look at this place. And then, like, so Akase finds it, whoever finds it, Dazai, being Iochi's partner, shares the information with him. Could be possible. But it's interesting because it leaves, like, a little pin in the, like, possibly Akase is, Iochi's partner. But I'm still leaning a little more on the Dazai because that was really sus with the, checking his bangle and then, like, getting a message and then disappearing, which would have been, like, Iochi being like, hey, meet up in this place, and you know what I mean? When they were having their secret conversations, so. A little more on the Dazai being the not informant partner, but, Akaze and Iochi both knew about this, and again, it could just be because information teams sharing the information amongst themselves, so Dazai shares it with Iochi, maybe? Or Iochi found it himself, because he's out here still doing investigating shit too, so whatever. Anyway. The clear blue sky seemed like it went on forever, and there wasn't a single gray barrier wall anywhere in sight. I can't read. Beautiful. That was the word that best described this. But I don't smell the grass. You're right about that. We parted the rustling grass as we headed in, and we felt a soft sensation at our feet. It feels so real. And there are flowers, too. I don't even care whether it's real or fake anymore. The sky looks completely real to me. Once night comes, I think we'll see some stars. Utami went first and laid on the ground while we sat and looked at the flowers and up at the sky to pass the time. It feels more open-minded to not sweat the details anymore. Hey, do you know how to make flower crowns? I do, but are you going to make one? Yep, because, they're pretty. After saying that, Gyobu plucked some flowers to show me. The white and pink colors were pretty, and I thought they'd make beautiful flower crowns. But I guess I can't just not care about anything. Huh? Yobu, have you ever thought about what those flowers actually are? I didn't think too much about it. You don't want to touch it? Phrasing, you don't want to touch it? Them? The flowers? Don't say it! I don't trust you. Not really. Best response when Gyobu asks you if you want to touch it. We have no idea what it really is. But then again, look at me now. Utami still laid there while smiling at me. Gyobu then threw away the flowers reluctantly. I was thinking of making one for you. Gyobu, do you like Sana or something? Seem rather intent on getting closer to her, which seems suspicious. This soon, I'm just saying, you know? It's exactly that. She just seems the easiest to win over on my side. What? A rather loaded statement. Again, suspicious! On today's episode of Who is Sus as Fuck, well, it's always Gyobu and Haiji, but like right now, it's definitely Gyobu who's in the lead, because Haiji ain't here, so. What are you gonna do about it? Just be disappointed? Don't worry, I don't hate you either. I don't really care either way, but you're way too close. I do like, though, how, like, he's getting all up in her, and she's not like, oh my god, I'm nervous. She's like, could you back the fuck off? Like, do you have a headache? Do you have a fever? Are you ill? Back off. Like, do you get embarrassed when we talk so close? I know. I'll have them bring in flowers from the outside for you. That'll be safer, right? See, that's something the sponsor would say. Well, I guess. Although, I mean, to be fair, anybody can request anything. So, like, anybody could request flowers from the outside and they would be brought. But it just sounds like I could request them to bring it. It's like, I'll get them. Like, I don't know. Sus. Ow! You knew it was Tomose hitting him. Gyobu had kept inching closer, and Tomose swiped down to separate us. I could sense the murderous intent. Huh? What was that? A chop? What a way to cut between us, Tomo. You knew this would happen. You're lucky you didn't split your head open. Wow. But Tomo, aren't you nothing but a childhood friend? You're not her boyfriend or anything. So it's weird you'd force your way between us. You and I are on the same footing. What's wrong with me doing what I want? Then I'll do what I want. Then I'll do what I want to you, Gyobu. Would you like that? Alright, that's enough. Gyobu, stop being annoying. You can't say that. To Gyobu, he would cease to exist. His whole existence is annoying. I don't hate him, but he is annoying. Like, Jesus Christ, simmer down. Sorry. I was just genuinely irritated from the bottom of my heart. I was just being honest with myself. And if that's causing you to be annoyed, then I'm so sorry for being talented. Want an optimistically twisted apology. I'm sorry. I think I'm the cause of this fighting, so I'm going out alone to look around these grasslands. No, it's not your fault. Gyobu's existence is wrong. Oh, God. You know, I have a feeling... Okay, so just follow me here. Like, we're like, are you okay? When he's like, we should go on a date. Yeah, are you feeling all right? Like, nah, bruh. And then freaking Bonjo's saying shit like, Gyobu's existence is wrong. And, like, maybe that's what led Gyobu to becoming, like, the producer or sponsor or whatever on the shady side that he is. Because, you know, maybe this is just abundant in his life. He's like, are you fucking okay? Get away from me. Back up. Your existence is wrong. And just... the horrible kind of things we're saying, he's asking for it. Let's be real. He's coming in and being obnoxious, so it's not surprising we're saying this. But I wonder if it's like a, you know, like a snowball effect, you know? Like, him just trying to be, like, whatever, friendly, and people are like, oh, whatever, oh, you're annoying, blah, 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 and then he's just like, oh, really? And instead of just feeling bad about it, he's like, I feel bad about this, but I'm just going to be more obnoxious and annoying, and then it just makes it worse, but then... you know, he's still got this, like, need to, like, be in control of something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, somehow these statements that we're saying to him are just things that people have been saying for so long that it's just snowballed out of control. And he's just getting more obnoxious and annoying and acting like he doesn't care when he really does. And that's why he's doing whatever he's doing here, you know? Because, like, all those people, they were insulting me. So then I decided that, and then look what I got. And then this is like some kind of, like, it's a weird power trip somehow. I don't know how those would play together, but you can kind of see sort of the road that I'm drunkenly weaving down here, I guess. Like, you know, like, I don't think we're the first people to be like, your existence is wrong, you're annoying, are you fucking okay, are you sick, get away from me. I don't think we're the first people to say these kind of things to him, is what I'm getting at, I guess. And that could be like a whole problem with him psychologically, so. Wow, he just denied my whole being. I'm okay, though. But you wouldn't say something cold like that, right? Come on, people. Think about what you did that caused Sana to say that. I still thought going there was a nice change of pace. Maybe. Ooh! Ooh! I mean, I think this is set up right. Do we go to the hallway? Do we go to the living? Of course we're going to Bonjo's room. Let's go hang out with who we're trying to land. I took a few deep breaths in front of Tomose's room before knocking. Then I heard him respond from behind the door. I told him I wanted to talk about something and that he should let me in. The door unlocked after a pause. So I'm wondering though, is this one of those ones where we can choose a second one? What do you want to talk about? Tomose, I heard you got into an argument with Akase. Oh, that. What happened? According to Akase, it wasn't so much a fight, but Tomose was just sulking. I just told him what was bothering me. It wasn't a fight. I see. What about Akase bothered you, Tomose? I love it when he's like 3/4 profile and angry. Just angry face. I want you to tell me. Or is it something you can't tell me? It's not that. Then will you tell me? Tomose? The other day you asked Akase for a favor, remember? A favor? Was that when I returned a book to the library with Akase? Yes. I told you to rely on me if you needed something. Why did you rely on someone else? You're a little clingy. But that's the best friend route for you. Because the Akase just so happened to be nearby. Then just call me up. I'll come to you wherever you may be. I'd feel bad about doing that. And there's no reason to feel bad. As long as you need me, you don't have to think about anything else. Tomose, you worry too much. I can take care of myself. Can we, though? Even so, I want you to rely on me. Aw. His pleading seemed helpless. It was so different than usual. I worried that I took things too far. It's okay. You don't have to worry so much. I trust you, Tomose. We're childhood friends, after all. So there's no reason for you to be so worried. Childhood friends. Tomose brushed off my hand as I patted him on the head. Yeah. Tomose? And to you, I'm a precious childhood friend. Right? Why do you seem happy about this when I just called you a friend and I friend zoned you right now, and now you seem like, what's this happy look on your face? I'm confused. Of course, you're my dear childhood friend who I rely on a lot, Tomose. Don't worry. Dear childhood friend. This is the better expression, the whole, like, hiding off in the distance, like, I'm hurt and pained. Tomose looked bitter as he stared at the floor and repeated that. See, that's what I expect. I was worried that I'd said something wrong, but Tomose looked back up at me before I could continue. All right. I'll apologize to Akase later. That's what you want me to do, right? Yeah. I'd like it if you could get along without fighting. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry, I had to do something really quick, so. Okay, so we read that, yeah. It wasn't a fight, but I'll give it a try. It is a favor for my dear childhood friend. Thanks, Tomose. Broke his spirit. I knew that Tomose would understand after talking about it. We've definitely had our misunderstandings. I just hope that everyone can cooperate with each other. Okay, so I wonder, are we going to get the thing? Oh, no. Okay, we're still in that scene, I guess. If that's what you want, I'll do it. But you still don't notice. That's dramatic. I thought I heard something coming from Tomose's room, but I couldn't understand what it was from beyond the door. Like, okay, we do. The only thing I don't like about this necessarily, and I don't remember us doing this. Did we? Did we do this in the first one? I don't remember. If we went and we had multiple things. The thing is I think it'd be better if you only had to do one, because now we're gonna do two, but I guess it's part of, you don't know whose route you're in. But like you go to the living room and then it's like next time when we're trying to date Utami, then we gotta do this again. You know what I mean? And then we might accidentally skip it. Well, um we're in the hallway, so would it make sense that we ran into Gyobu in the hallway? I don't think I think we'll just go to the living room because I'm curious why Dazai's here and what he's got to say. You know what I mean? And but if we go to the hallway and we talk to Gyobu, it would be fine because it's like, again, I feel like you're one of the end routes, so that would we wouldn't unlock this for a long time. Oh, I just got dust in my throat. Anyway, I'd rather go to the living room. Huh? Where's Watcher? Watcher usually floated around near me, so I wondered where it was, but it was nowhere to be found. Felt like I hadn't seen it recently. It's supposed to watch us, so is this okay? Watcher's probably following the producer's orders right now. But I still need to know. Maybe he was stuck somewhere or locked up and it couldn't get out. Imagining Watcher being left behind made me feel a little sorry for it. The way Watcher moves reminds me of Kyo. Maybe that's why I'm worried. Oh well, I should look for it. It's funny because she's like, Watcher follows up, but it's like, you had your own. It's not like this is the only one. Like, Din is like, I'm your personal watcher. Remember, like, we each had our other one, because otherwise, why would, like, but it's weird just the phrasing that they put in this, like, oh, it normally follows me, but yeah. But the way they kind of made it sound is almost as if there's only one, but there's not. There's multiple. It's just, I don't know. I think it was just the way I was reading. I don't know. Anyway, just ignore me. I went down to the living room and found Futami relaxing while drinking coffee. And next to him, hey! Ah, you found me. Next to Futami were two watchers. One belonged to Futami and the other was mine. Okay, so yeah, they did have individual ones. All right. It's just weird because she said watcher and instead of like my watcher, you know what I mean? But I don't know. So that's where it was. Reacting to my voice, the watcher floated near me. I was worried because I thought you were stuck somewhere. The watcher stopped next to me and I caught it with both hands and sat on the sofa. That thing can't follow you if you close the door on it. Oh, I better check behind me next time. Not about taking it to your room, but it was heartwarming watching it try its best to get to you. Utami smiled gently and talked about giving it attention. That got me thinking about how many times Watcher has bumped into the door, and I laughed. And by the way, I did intend on delivering it to your door. I know. I understand how you'd want to give it attention. I think the way it moves is funny, and I can't help but take care of it. Do you like that thing? Well, it does look and act cute sometimes. Despite knowing that it's watching me, I can't bring myself to hate it. You sure have a lot of guts. Yoichi said this the other day, but you're the only one who finds that thing cute. Probably. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's all raise our hands. Raise your hands if you feel personally called out by that, because you also think the Watcher is kind of fucking cute. Alright. It's kind of like, the Watcher could absolutely stab me and I'd be okay. Like, it's like Monomi and frickin' Danganronpa. Hell! Even Monokuma was cute in a psycho kind of way. Come on, let's be real. If I had an adorable appearance, would you have trusted me unconditionally? Huh? I totally get wanting to trust something cute. It makes you want to protect it, right? Futami? This is an awkward conversation. Is there Jack Daniels in your coffee? Did you spike that with some shit? You got some Baileys in there? What are you drinking? Futami stood up and approached me at the sofa. He then looked up at me on one knee. What? Hi, what? Are we? Oh, we are getting a CG. Hello. His hand is like the size of our head. Holy shit. Why is his hand so massive? If you can trust in the Watcher just because it looks cute, then I want you to trust me too. Utami's large hand gently rested on my shoulder. That's an understatement. His large hand. I mean, There is like saying it, and then there is like, why did you make his hand so goddamn ginormous? He's got like a Hulk hand. What is that? He gave me a passionate look, and I didn't know what to do out of embarrassment. Futami? Sorry, I got ahead of myself. You sure did. Surprised Dazai in the CG, okay. I mean, I knew he's in this scene, but like, alright. Dazai suddenly appeared and grabbed Futami by the arm to pull him away. Huh? What do you want, Ren? Not that what we did was none of your concern. Daiki, I don't think you intend to trouble her. You're right, I don't, but I apologize if I did. Daiki and Ren? Those names are from the dramas. I think it was a love triangle. Now you stop with the farce already. You played along so I couldn't help it. So what brings you here, Dazai? We just came to get some water. I mean, I actually kind of like it. He's like, don't get in my way, Red. And they just started fucking with like the drama shit. You're like, I was like, is this a dream? What is happening? I kind of like that. That was fun. Good job, boys. Oh, what do you mean you came to interfere? Am I wrong? I felt some tension between Futami and Dazai. It was funny because for a second I'm like, I don't remember Dazai's name being Ren, but like, okay, maybe I just forgot. And then like, he called him Daiki, and I'm like, no, that's definitely not Futami's name. It's Ryoichi, because I keep saying Ryochi, and it's like, no, it's Ryoichi, because I keep fucking it up. So wait, what? Oh, good times. Anyway. No, Futami, what were we talking about earlier? Huh? Yes? I won't just trust something because it's cute. The Watcher's certainly on the side of the producer. Also, I would trust Dazai then if I was going to trust things just because they're cute. Look, he's adorable. But I don't sense that it's hostile or that it means us any harm. That's why, Futami and Dazai, I trust both of you. I see. Thanks. And I'd like to add one thing. If you do trust me, you can rely on me more. Good God, everybody's like on this rely on me all the time. Like, I can't rely on everybody all at once. Like, God. Guys, look, I just have to go back to the library to return a book. We didn't all need to go. And they're all like, but you can rely on us. Good Lord. I'd much prefer you rest assured and rely on me completely rather than feeling shy around me. And think of it as a senior's pride. Tommy... Oh, look at the time. Are you sure you want to stay up this late, Sena? Oh, you're right. I better get ready for bed. I'll excuse myself now. Well, good night, Sena. Good night. Try not to kick off the blankets and catch a cold. I wouldn't do that. Well, good night to both of you. Again, that's not how colds work, people. Not how colds fucking work. You got wet, you're gonna catch a cold. I would get fucking sick every time I took a shower. Aren't you glad she trusts you? I can't leave her alone, but the same can be said for you. They are pretty composed. Well, I guess it comes with age. No, it's just like I said earlier. It's my pride. I'm among the oldest ones in the group. If you have any issues, you can talk to me about it. Even career advice or advice on girls. Anything. I'll think about it. I feel tired from worrying too much, but I'm glad I found Watcher. Well, Watcher, good work today. Good work. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good night. Good night. Like, look at it. It's fucking adorable. It's like a flying bunny rabbit. It's so cute. All right, time for bed. I have to work hard again tomorrow. We finished dinner and bathed. The moon was starting to shine in the night sky. Weird that I went to bed and then we finished dinner and bathed. Like, because you don't know which scene you're picking, but it's just weirdly transitions there. Yes? I heard a knock at my door, so I opened it without thinking too much about it. Boyfriend? Boyfriend. Amose was standing there with an irritated look. What's wrong? I figure it's probably always gonna be him. Why don't you ask who it is before opening? And you're too careless. It's already nighttime. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. Well, fine. Tomase just stood there at the door. Did you need something? It's more like, do you mind if I come in? Huh? Normally, I would have let him in without thinking, but for some reason I hesitated. Was it his glance or the way he talked? Tomase seemed to be a bit different from usual, and that was what made me confused. Unless this scene is different and this is like whoever love interest is. Talk where you are. Let him in the room. Oh, I think we and Tomose route right now. I think that might have been the differentiation. Like, let's see something. What happens if we save here? No, we're still in common round. All right, never mind. We're still in the common. I figured because now we have a choice, but we're gonna let him in the room. Cause like I feel like Tomose would like that. That'd be like, we trust you. So let him in. Woo! Well, we got points. I just saw the flowers pop up. Good for us. Sure, come on in. It's Tomose. We can trust him. Not gonna do anything sus. Tomose came into my room without saying anything, and he sat down where I offered him a seat. He had his hand over his mouth as if to think of something. Okay, as soon as I was like, it's Tomose, we can trust him. He's not gonna do anything. Start reading in my brain's like, this is gonna be the scene where I say that, and Tomose's just gonna like do something like force kiss us or some shit. Because I said that. God damn it. It's his usual habit. He's probably worried about something. Confessing feelings. Now that I think about it, I've seen this expression from Tomose quite often since coming to this world. Tomose's also nervous, and I often do things that would make him worry about me even more. Is something bothering you? Don't push yourself too hard and just talk about it. I'll do my best with the dramas, so let's cooperate together. I said that as a way to encourage him, but Tomose just opened his eyes wide before sighing quietly. I'm not pushing myself hard at all. You're doing it again. You know when you put your hand over your mouth while thinking? You used to bite your nails before. I don't do it anymore. I know, but whenever I see you do that, I realize that you're thinking deeply. That's where I come in. Because I don't know how to think deeply. I'm a bit of an idiot. I'm over in the corner eating crayons. That's what I do. Come on, you can talk to me about anything. It can be stuff like how you can't sleep unless it's back in your own bed at home. And don't treat me like a kid. Didn't mean it that way, but you're my precious childhood friend, Tomose. She keeps saying that this is definitely now I'm concerned this is the scene where Tomose just fucking shoves a kiss on us. I declared that, and Tomose removed his hand from his mouth as he stared straight at me. And do you remember what I said? Huh? Yeah, what? I don't really care about going back. I don't mind staying here. And we're like, we go back to the original world, you'll just treat me like a little brother, and just like how you're doing now. So, yeah, but, okay. I get that. I don't want to go back to the original world because you're just going to treat me like a little brother. Like you're doing now. So what's the difference if you stay here? I'm still going to treat you like a little brother. Just saying. But if we stay here, you and I are in the same caste, and we're on equal ground. Yeah, but I'm still treating you like a little brother. Does it? You know? Okay. Well, whatever. We've always been equal. I care about you like a brother, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We're not equal. And the reason why I want to stay in this world is precisely because you don't see that. He completely negated what I said, and I didn't know how to respond. Because I don't see it? My voice shook naturally, and because of that, Tomose frowned and quietly stood up from his seat. Okay, we getting kissed? I had a feeling about that, but in the end, that's how it is, huh? Huh? It's fine to be that way for now. Even I know that you want to keep things as they are. So you can decide. You can either realize it now or realize it later. I know I shouldn't try to force you to come to an answer too fast. We're like... After the conversation we just had with Futami and Dazai, we're like, is this a fake? Are you faking a drama now too? I was at a loss for words again. I was at a loss for words again. Wow. Tomose felt like a completely different person, but I could tell he was still being considerate. Tomose was always like this. His choice of words may be cold, but he never does anything I don't like. Except since coming here. But I will do the drama. No matter what it's about, I won't refuse. I may hesitate if it involves hurting you in some way, but I'll still do it. Meaning, even if it's an act of killing me, you'd still do it? That's a terrible example, but yes. It's just an act, so don't blame me for it. And yet you don't want to go back. No. After doing the first drama, my mind was already made. Because in the first drama, he got to kiss me, and that's all he's ever wanted to do. If I stay here, I'll have an excuse to kiss you. You should lock your door. I noticed you didn't earlier. You're leaving? My mind was a confused mess. I have got to say, I kind of like he did that. I'll do it the first drama because you know what? If I stay here, I've got an excuse to kiss you. And we're like, what? And then he just leaves? And we're like, wait, what? The fuck just happened? He didn't even wait for a reply. He just out the door. He just threw that and left. And we're like, what? Huh? Basically, but I also, it's not just like I'm doing this for dramatic reasons. It's I'm going to say that and then I'm going to leave because holy shit, I can't see your face after I just said that. You know what I mean? We never talked about those things back in our world. I avoided the topic of romance because I thought Tomose wouldn't like it. And now it's about kissing. I didn't understand why you'd want to be here. I don't understand. He just told you, girl. We would go to school together. We promised to take a trip together. It's not that I never noticed, but if I admitted that to be true, we couldn't spend the time together the same way anymore. So now she's saying, so she has noticed that maybe there's feelings here, but then it's like, I'm just going to pretend there's not. But is it I knew Tomose had feelings, but I didn't want to think about it because we wouldn't be able to spend time anymore because I don't feel the same way? Or is it I've noticed there's something here, but if I bring it up, we're not going to be able to spend time the same way because he might not feel the same, and like maybe she didn't, I sense there's something between us, but maybe that's just me imagining it. There were times when he teased me, but we simply were childhood friends. That was all. Didn't Tomose want to go back to how it was? But the thing that Tomose finds more important is that as I thought about these things, I felt slightly drowsy. The lethargy soon began to fatigue and engulf me. Not long after, my consciousness faded to black. Good God, she really is narcoleptic. That night, I dreamt of something in the past. Maybe it was back in kindergarten. That was when Tomose and I became friends. We were neighbors and often saw each other, but that was the first time we talked. Planet Warrior Planeton. Oh. Planetion? Planeton? Planet Eon? Planetion? Planet Warrior Planetion? What? Anyway.
Was awesome yesterday. Did he beat up all the bad guys?
Tomose just nodded.
That's so awesome. When I grow up, I want to be like those rangers. They're so cool and strong.
He asked if I wanted to become a ranger.
Can I? I want to be a superhero that protects everyone. Can't I?
Tomose said he didn't know and smiled. I felt it wasn't fair how Tomose smiled like a grown-up would. He then said he'd become an actor so he could play a superhero. Tomose's declaration surprised me greatly.
Actor? So you'll go on TV? Oh, okay. I'm sure you can.
After hearing me say that, Tomose smiled bashfully. I'll be looking forward to it. I'm sure Tomose can become a cool hero. I don't remember if I really said that to him. Huh. I woke up to a knock on my door. I slowly opened my eyes in a daze and noticed it was bright outside the window. I overslept. I jumped awake and headed to the door. She definitely has narcolepsy. There's okay, I understand at one point we passed out because Iochi drugged us. I don't think Tomose drugged us. We didn't drink anything. And I'm just fucking saying. We were just I'm just thinking, you thinking about and being wait, and slightly overthinking this should not make you fall asleep. This girl has narcolepsy. Fight me, okay? You can't deny it at this point. Again, I know other times it was because we were drugged. Didn't Iochi come out and say that? Or was that just something I made up? But anyway, there's no excuse for this just zonking out like this and then oversleep. A girl has problems. I jumped awake and headed to the door. I don't know if I read that. I unlocked it and opened the door to find Tomose there. Morning. Oh, morning. Morbing. No, he says morning. We say morbing. Morbing! Morbing, guys! Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I swear to god. Like, listen. This is something I hope I fucking remember in a week when we do the next part, because I swear to god, I'm gonna start, we used to be like, hey, Space Muffins, and I haven't called you guys Space Muffins in forever, but hey, Space Muffins! Anyway, we used to go back and forth, and it just kind of fell up, but I swear to god, I want to just start morbing! Morbing Space Muffins, and then someone's gonna be like, morbing? Did you say morbing? Is this girl okay? And it's just gonna be like an inside joke for the rest of us. Or from now on, anytime the word morning shows up, we're saying morbing. Oh, morbing. Bite your tongue? I know, jeez. I felt a bit annoyed as I came out to the hallway. I knew immediately he came to wake me up, but there was something else I noticed. He's the same as usual. Does that mean he wants to act normally? Or... I followed Tomose and arrived at the living room without any time to think. He's pretending. He's like, it doesn't matter what happens in the drama, and I want to stay here because here I can kiss you. Huh? And then he's just dramas out the door, and then now he's like, hey, what's up? You overslept, dumbass. And you're like, fuck happened? Hey, morning. You guys are so close, even early in the morning. We'll be heading out soon. Oh, we're off now. Oh, see you later. Hey. I was like, for a hot second, I was like, Ebana isn't like, God. He's saying, hey. Did someone drug him? This is Ebana, right? Ebana. He doesn't say hey. We walked in the room and he goes, ugh. This is as weird as morbing. Anyway. Hey. Someone called out to me from behind and I cried out in surprise. I am too, because he does not just say hey. Shut up. You're so loud. Sorry. Oh, he wasn't like, hey, good morning. He was like, hey. There should have been an exclamation point there. Then I would have understood. I would have been like, okay. That's more, okay. All right, guys. I swear to God, I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. Because, again, Ebana doesn't just hey us. Unless it's, hey. Which I hope my bird heard. I hope someone downstairs heard that hey. We don't scream like a jackass. Nasty little motherfucker. Making the god-awful scream noise. Because he's downstairs by himself. I'll be down soon. Don't be a dick. Don't make me hate you. Anyway. Sorry. Do you want breakfast? If you do, I can get you some. Oh, yes I do. Yes, please. Tomosa, you'll eat too, right? Yeah. You're the one that asked, but you tutted me? No, that was hilarious. Do you want breakfast? I can get you some. Yeah. Tomosa, you too? Yeah. What's happening to Ebana right now? Us. But usually, hey, can we have breakfast? Ugh. Instead of being like, do you want breakfast? I can get you some. Yeah. God. You asked. I love him so much. Don't worry about it. He's just being a tsundere. And good morning, both of you. He really is, and I love him so much. A little glasses asshole. I love it when they have glasses in their assholes. Futami, good morning. I'm sorry to ask you this despite getting up early, but there's something I want to check on, so I need to leave before noon. Can we delay the cleaning time until the afternoon? Gilbo said he was fine with it. Oh, I'm fine with it too. I can do it any time. Thanks. See you in the afternoon. See ya. Everyone seems busy this morning. Tomose didn't answer me and went to sit down. He acted as if he wasn't interested in what other people were doing. He went through the trouble to wake me up, but I guess we're not cleaning until the afternoon. It's no trouble at all. I made you stay up late last night, so I thought you might oversleep. Oh, thanks. I sat across from Tomose as I thought about my schedule for today. Cleaning's in the afternoon. What should I do in the morning? You know what's really funny? I came into your room, we had a 5-minute conversation. I told you I wanted to kiss you, and I left. You zonked out immediately, but I knew that would make you oversleep. It was 5 minutes. How late did it... You make it sound like we had a 2-hour-long conversation. Like, let me tell you something. I like to get a certain amount of... I like go to bed 9.5 hours before I have to wake up in the morning, and then, getting ready for bed, blah, 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 in bed, before I fall asleep. It's less than that, but I'm lazy, okay? But, like, if I was like, oh, it's only 9 hours and 25 minutes, my whole day is ruined! It was a 5-minute conversation, Tomose. Simmer down. Like, I guess it's supposed to be more like hours-long conversation, but, like, it was weird. The grassy plains were pretty yesterday. Maybe I should try to find more places like that to relax. I don't think I'll be able to gather points quickly, so I need a way to maintain my motivation. You... Are you going somewhere? During the morning, that is. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm considering going out for a bit. Oh, okay. Mose turned away with a sad look in his eye, and that reminded me of that dream last night. You could invite him along. Back then, always together everywhere we went. We held hands all the time. Mose, do you want to go with me? Good job. Yes. Then let's go after breakfast. Mose nodded happily, and that reminded me of how he was back then. Like, that's adorable. I don't know how long this scene is gonna take with Tomose, but I'm gonna stop here. We're probably a little under time. I had to stop and then whatever. But I don't want it to go too much over because, like, I need to eat. I really want to record a second part, but I know damn well I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna eat and I'm not coming back up. So it'll be like... You'll not notice a break, but I'll be like, guys, I don't know, what were we doing? Are we into Mose's route? What happened? What game are we playing? More Bing! Anyway. After Boone! Have a nice after Boone, and good bite. Tim is so terrible at typing. He's made funny jokes. You know what, Tim? I'm going to give you that one. That's okay that you made the terrible typing, because it's funny now. So, but anyway. I will see you guys next time. For you, normal time, and for me, fucking forever. But whatever, what else is new? Anyway, remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.